In this video, I'm going to show you the travel toiletries that we're packing for long-term, round-the-world family travel. Aloha, this is Heidi. I've been working on packing our travel toiletries for our next big family adventure. It takes quite a bit of research to figure out what to take when you're doing long-term travel. We have 4 criteria we're thinking about when we're selecting travel toiletries. Number 1 is that it's going to be long-term travel. So I want things that last for a long time. I don't want to be restricted to small travel-sized toiletries because those will run out really quickly. I'm hoping that what we bring can last anywhere from a month to 3 months before we have to replenish it. 2, I was hoping to bring mostly solid toiletries. It didn't work out to bring completely solid, but at least our main toiletries are going to be solids, and that's for a few reasons. 1, you don't want to have stuff spill in your luggage when it's pressurized on the airplane. Lids can pop open and it can be a huge mess if it spills in your luggage. Also, if you're traveling carry-on only, then liquids are restricted to 3.4 ounces per container, and we'll talk more about that later. But sometimes we'll be taking side trips where we'll be doing carry-on only, like maybe from Thailand, we might hop on over to Malaysia for a weekend. So even though on the first leg of our journey we will be checking a bag, at some points we'll be doing carry-on only luggage. So everything that we'd want to take for those side trips, we need to make sure that that's going to work to bring it on the airplane with us. Our third criteria is we are selecting toiletries that are zero waste, or more accurately to call them low waste. So just trying to avoid things that are packaged in disposable plastic packaging and instead opting for things that are eco-friendly or in reusable containers. Our fourth criteria is that I like to choose toiletries that are natural or have non-toxic ingredients. So at home, we're really particular about what toiletries we use, what food we eat, and on the road it can be a little harder to find things that meet these different criteria and that are still natural and non-toxic. So that's why it took me a lot of research to settle on these specific toiletries, and they don't necessarily meet all 4 of those criteria, but I'm hoping that each individual one meets at least a couple of the criteria. So I'll show you what we have in our solid toiletries bag, the liquid and gel toiletries we're packing, and then these 2 are for doing laundry on the road. A lot of times we will be staying in Airbnbs, so we'll have a washing machine and we'll be washing our clothes. And also my daughter will be wearing cloth diapers or cloth training pants, and so those will be getting washed on the road as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's in these bags. Okay, so first we're going to look at the main solid travel toiletries we have packed in this wet dry bag. I really like the idea of using a wet dry bag because if these things aren't quite dry when it's time to check out of a hotel room, I can just put them in this waterproof pocket and not worry about them dripping. So first we have a container of solid soap, and this is just a plastic container that we've been using for years when we travel, so we'll keep using that. That's my favorite soap from Nubian, but they changed the formulation recently, so I'm going to be looking for a different soap when that runs out. This is our shampoo and conditioner from a company called Ethique. They make a lot of different solid options, and also this little plant-based biodegradable plastic container for them. So this is the shampoo. I got the little smaller trial size ones just to test it at home ahead of time, make sure that we like it, and we do like that shampoo. And this Wonder Bar is the conditioner. And once I take these out of their paper boxes, they'll fit in this little container so we can use that in the shower. And since it does drain through, it'll be good that we're keeping this in a waterproof bag. So those are basics. And then also for deodorant, we have this crystal deodorant. It does come in a thin plastic, but at least it's not in a whole plastic tube like some of them come in. And it has this little basket. So when you use this type of deodorant, you just get it wet, then rub it on, and then it needs to dry, so it can go in the little basket to dry. On the outside, we just have basics like our toothbrushes. These toothbrushes are also from biodegradable plant-based plastic, the grown-up ones. And then for the kids, these ones are made from recycled yogurt containers. And I will link all these products in the description box below the video, so if you're interested in a particular product, just click the show more, or on a cell phone, click the little triangle-shaped arrow to see more, and in the description box you can find all the links. We just have our regular razors. We haven't switched to anything more eco-friendly yet in those, so we'll just be taking what we have. A little hair comb. I haven't decided yet if I can fit the kids' wooden brushes or not. Nail clippers and the baby's nail file. I do need to pack the baby's nail clippers as well. So those are our basic toiletries in that one. Next, let's look at the laundry products we'll be bringing. We'll be staying in a lot of Airbnbs, so we'll be washing our own clothes quite often. We chose Eco Nuts for our laundry detergent. I've used those at home and I like them for clothes as long as you use warm water. If you're washing in cold water, then you need to make kind of a tea out of them first with hot water and then add that to the laundry. They're not as great for cloth diapering, so I may be bringing along something else as well. We had so many criteria for laundry detergent. We didn't want it to be liquid that could spill. We didn't want it to be a mysterious white powder, and we're particular about the ingredients, so really it came down to Eco Nuts was the only thing that could meet all those criteria. And then in this I have things for washing my daughter's wool diaper covers, and also we'll be taking some wool travel clothing along as well. Here's a clothesline. It's made out of stretchy natural latex rubber, and it has like this Velcro on the end, so it should be pretty versatile of what we can hook this onto in our room to dry clothes. So for her wool diaper covers, I'm going to be lanolizing them. They're lanolin. I might have to replace that with a full container before we go. And then I got some solid wool wash bars, 3 of these that we'll take because they need to be washed and then lanolized in order to be waterproof for her. And these are stain soap bars that I mostly use on her wool diaper covers, but on any of our clothes if we get stains, those will be great as well. I have one more of those soaps in here. And again, the great thing is since there's a waterproof pocket on this bag, anyone that's open that we've used, like of that or of the stain soap, can go in the waterproof pocket, and then we don't have to worry about any mess. Keep the ones that we haven't used yet in that pocket. And now we have our bag of liquid toiletries. Since we'll be traveling long term, I wanted to put them in something other than just a plastic Ziploc bag. So I got these Planet-Wise bags, and they're BPA free, phthalate free, PVC free. So they're not as clear as ones made out of PVC, but you can still kind of see what's inside them. And I think our stuff will just be more secure in these than a regular plastic bag. So I had intended to find all solid toiletries and not have to bring liquids, and then I realized it's just inevitable that we'll be bringing some liquids, like this is my contact solution. And if you're not familiar with the 3-1-1 rule, each item can be 3.4 ounces or 100 milliliters. You can put them into one quart-sized clear bag, and then that's one bag per person. And for us, all of these that I'm showing you is for the entire family, so we just share our toiletries together. I have one nail polish in there, that's definitely a liquid. Toothpaste is where I kind of went wrong and abandoned the all solid. I thought I ordered tooth powder, but this is actually a paste that's in a glass jar, and it works really great. This is by Uncle Harry's Natural, but it is considered a paste. So when it comes to those 3-1-1 rules, it's liquids, gels, creams, and pastes. So what you may think is a solid, I started to realize could fall under the rule of needing to be under 100 milliliters. So that's why I'm putting things in here like just in case they do fall under that. This Neosporin is something that's supposed to go in our first aid kit, but we have it in here just for when we're flying and going through security, since it does count as a gel, I guess. Some Tiger Balm. This is really great for mosquito bites, and we bought that in Thailand. That's in a glass jar. We've taken it back to Thailand again. We have some Badger anti-bug citronella, and this has natural ingredients, so that's why I'd rather use this than something like deep based, because I can put this on the kids and the baby, and it's in a tin, so we're hoping we don't get bug bites. And then sunscreen, I did a lot of research trying to find a powdered method, and I just kind of gave up on doing a solid sunscreen and went with this instead. It is reef safe, it's mineral based, so it doesn't have any of the toxic chemicals that can kill off the reefs. This one's made here in Hawaii on Maui, and it's somewhat of a solid, like it's not a liquid, but I think it would still count as being a paste. So we have it in here, and this one is 2 ounces, so it's within the limit. This bug one is also 2 ounces. And so we're hoping we don't get bit, we don't get sunburnt, but in case we do, we have this surfer's salve, which is also made in Hawaii, and it can be used for sunburns, dry skin, bug bites, chapped lips, and minor rashes. So again, not what you would consider a liquid, but I think it might fall under the rules of needing to be under 3 ounces. Natural ingredients on that as well. And then this is truly a liquid. This is Rescue Remedy Drops for Kids, and this was really great when we were traveling with our son when he was a toddler, and so we're going to take this along as well. If there's any stressful travel days, it's good to be able to give him a drop of that. And it's kind of sweetened, so he really likes it. I have a couple of lip balms thrown in here, organic lip balm that one of my friends made and gave to me, so I'll probably pack one of my regular lip balms as well, but those are just like 2 extra ones to have along. And the last thing is my lipstick. Now this is zero waste, this is excellent ingredients from Kager Weiss, but this is probably like the worst type of lipstick to try to take traveling, because this is a super heavy reusable stainless steel container, and with their products, when you use up the product, you can just put a new refill in, and so you keep using the outside container for your whole life. So I really like this. It's zero waste, and they have excellent products, excellent ingredients, but this is not my top choice for traveling. If I had to do it over again, I might look at something like Elate Cosmetics and try to find a lighter weight option, because taking a really heavy stainless steel lipstick is not the smartest thing. And these bags are from PlanetWise, and it came in a 3-pack, so I got it mostly for packing these liquids, but then it works out great that I use 1 bag for medicines and 1 bag for a first aid kit as well. So definitely subscribe and stay tuned if you want to see what's in our medicine bag and our first aid kit. I hope this gave you some ideas of what you can bring along as travel toiletries. I know we all have our own unique criteria, but hopefully you've got a couple ideas. If you're curious about these particular products, I'll leave links in the description box below the video, so click show more, or on your cell phone, that little triangle arrow, to see the description box. In my next video, I'm going to be showing what I pack in our medicine bag and also in our first aid kit. If you'd like to get more travel tips and inspiration, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.